Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
All right, Mindy, we're going to roll with baseball. Let's get it started with a game in Cincinnati. So we're looking at a double-digit total here. And this one with Corbin Burns and Brandon Williams. What's his name? Williamson. I want to say it's Brandon. I don't even know, but I know about his stats. That's all that matters. Anyways, you got Burns here. Starting to turn the corner, maybe starting to get that Corbin Burns back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of high price here on the Brewers, though. I think a little bit for me, especially with the way that the Reds have been playing. Again, they did hang in there tough there for a while versus that Red Sox team last night, but then suddenly here we go. You get in the eighth inning and suddenly you give up 6 runs here. So for me, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go on the under here in this one. I know it's one of those that Cincinnati does have a little bit of trouble when they're playing against these teams with these winning records. Again, I like how these two pitchers have been playing. Williamson's had a little bit of trouble. His splits not so great, but he just needs to keep guys on the off of the base path. So he needs to work on giving up the walks. That's been his main issue here so far this season. I like Burns, so I'm going to go ahead and go under the total.
All right, fair enough. At a little bit juiced now at 10, but it's better than, there were 9.5s out there early on. And the steam actually has come in a little bit towards the under here in this one. So, that's good market movement for you, like I said, and you're getting the 10 as well. So here's Luis wants to just go Reds money line. How about that? Kong says back Burns. Thank you, Latifa. Smash and like. Fernando on the Brewers. And also he's on the under. And AI is with you here also on the under. Alec likes the Brewers. I'm going to take the Reds on the run line. I'm going to take something nobody else has said yet. So Mindy on the under here. I think at 10, I probably maybe lean to the under, but my first instinct at 9.5 was to go over. Okay. And now at 10, I'm not as comfortable, especially with that steam coming under. Maybe not yet. Maybe probably lay off maybe no premium for me here. Remember, this one starts, everybody, at 5:10 Eastern, 4:10 Mindy, and 2:10 Pacific. A rare start time.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think we've had a 4:10. I thought it was odd when I first saw that come across.
So make note of that. Latifa will take Cincy run line with me. We'll see. Williamson, his numbers aren't great, but they've won with him. And we know Burns has been a disappointment, but he did have definitely a better time of it, I think, of late. So we'll see there. All right. Conley, we'll get to that. Maybe get to sales update there when we get down to that game. All right. All right, Mindy. There we got a couple of plays on in that one.
Sounds good.
And solo number 1, no relation. We've already determined that. Likes the over. Now the Athletics, they'll try Fujinami. They'll try throw another pitcher out there and see what sticks going against Cabrera here. So big favorite. Now we know we got the Marlins, not the best offense, but Mindy, this Oakland pitching staff now, I didn't want to jump on it too much, but we're here in June, well over 6. So heading to not only the record for futility and wins, but also the worst ERA in 94 years or something like that as well. So Mr. Fujinami is here to save the day.
He is. I mean, perhaps I think there was a reason why, he hasn't been pitching
Well,
since the
Hogan
start of
Harris,
the season.
it could be one of them is going to be an opener. Hogan Harris is definitely slated to be involved here in this one. Probably be the bulk pitcher, and Fujinami, I'm thinking, will be an opener. Is what it feels like to me.
Yeah, it's one of those that the Marlins, it's one of those that they have the second lowest winning percentage when it comes to run line plays here. Cabrera is also 0-4. I don't think that necessarily means that I'm going to go, against the Marlins here today. Even though I think the Oakland's run line has been surprisingly decent. We've talked about it here all along, but I just think that's kind of a momentum here game with the Marlins, with the A's. I think they're going to produce a lot of runs here today. I'm going to go ahead and go over the total.
All right, Mindy says go over here. That's what I've kind of seen so far. This thing's definitely 8.5 over 20. I did see some 9s. I'm going to take the Marlins here on the run line, of course. This is about as good as it gets at even money here or so.
Right.
The Lady Juice. I'll take the Marlins on the run line here. Mindy going over. Let's see what the chat has to say here. Will anybody be taking the Athletics? I mean, like I said, Marlins bats aren't the best. We know that. And Luis will be on the run line here. And Alex says, well, Hogan Harris has potential. So Blake will try Oakland here. Marlins money line for AI. Fernando will lay it. Here's Kong with a Nerfy and also Miami first half and Miami run line. Jay Boone goes over an alternate total in this one. And Yerfy for Fernando. Marlins run line for Solo. Crush on the Marlins today. And Gary likes Cabrera here and RC on Miami. And so is Bionic. All right. Mindy on the over. I'm on the run line. Try to move it along here quick today on a Friday. And here's the Cardinals and the Bucks. Flaherty and Contreras. $1.30 here. 9.5 under 15. Cards favored on the road.
Yeah, this again to me looks like a pretty decent matchup here on paper with pitching. Contreras is one that he's really kept guys off of the base paths here, hasn't given up really any home runs. Of course, has a little bit inflated ERA, I think, just because it's kind of the Pirates. Flaherty, he's been pitching pretty well here as of late. I think he's a reliable guy, even though I feel like he's a little bit better than that 3.82 ERA. Tried to be on Flaherty a couple times. It's one of those, like, he doesn't always get those W's with run support. And I think that might be maybe a little bit of the issue here today. I kind of think that we're going to look under here in this one today, Ramon.
Mindy goes with the under here with the Cardinals and the Pirates. Widely reported steam came in on the over in this one. So you see that, 9.5 now. So you are getting a pretty good number, Mindy. I'd say that for sure. Pirates money line for Jay. AI says take Pirates on the run line. Kong likes St. Louis, and so do I. I'll take the Cardinals here in this one. Mindy's on the under here. Luis is on the under as well. Phillies and Nationals. Here's Wheeler. Up and down Wheeler. Going up against Josiah Gray. Big favorite here, 175. 9.
Yeah, I think a pretty good pitching matchup. Sorry, Ramon, I keep cutting off there.
Oh, no, I just give it 175, 9 under 15.
Wheeler with a 3.68 ERA here on the road. Nationals 3.43 for Josiah Gray here, ERA. Again, I think it's going to be a pretty decent matchup here. I think the Nationals played pretty strong against this Dodgers team. I'm going to go with the Nationals here on the run line today.
All right, Mindy, we got our first play together. I'm going to take the Nationals with you at home against the Phillies. Gray, maybe underrated. I don't know. I mean, maybe we expected too much always from this guy right now. So, but Washington for Luis. Blake's on him as well with the run line. Wheeler's kind of striking me as a home and away kind of guy. So I think that price is just too high. The rent is just too high, too dang high. Nats here, so support for the Nationals here. Looks like, it looks like kind of a consensus. So Brett does like over K prop, and Fernando says over in the game. All right, here's the Rays and the Red Sox. Tyler Glasnow talked about it, Mindy. You know what? I mean, let's just say it as they lost that game. I don't care. He struck out half the Dodgers, so I would think that he's back. Rare loss, doesn't matter. Glasnow was on his game. Looks like he's Glasnow to me. If you could strike out Dodger, well, I don't know what it was, 9 of 17, 8 of 17, something like that. So, anyways, Tampa Bay will be favored here on the road. They're up to $1.40 almost now, mostly $1.35, seeing some a little bit higher even. I'll call it $1.40, 9 over 25. So the total's going up quite a bit as well.
Yeah, it looks like my notes I had that he struck out 8 in his first outing there.
Okay.
The Rays there outscored Boston 26-12 in April in that 4-game sweep. I think it kind of looks that way here again. I mean, Boston, maybe they kind of broke out of their shell a little bit, but they have 7 losses and 9 games. Last night again, I mean, that game was 2-2 going into the 8th. They suddenly got a 6th spot there in the 8th inning for them to get the money and the over. But I mean, other than that, I haven't really seen much out of the Red Sox after I thought that they're going to maybe make a little bit of a run. So I'm going to definitely go ahead and come back here on the Rays today.
Okay, yeah, and that price going up, man. No respect for Boston here in this matchup. I'm sure a lot of people are going to get the same feeling about Glasnow as I did, and maybe Whitlock has only made the 4 starts so far. Worried that Glasnow might be very effective again, but at least the Rays did smash. I'm going to go over in this one, Rays and Red Sox. I'll take the over here. I'm already missing it. I mean, the line continues to go up there. I would imagine it already seeing some 9.5s. I mean, I'm going to take it just a peek here real quick. No, mostly juiced over 9 overs. So get it while you can. I feel like it's going to go a little bit higher. Bionics on the Rays as well. And Fernando lays the run line. Oh, I think we said that. Hello to Nathan.
Yes.
Hello. All right, Mindy on the Rays. I'm on the over here. And next up, the Blue Jays and the Mets will be facing one of their former pitchers for the second straight day there. Bassett goes here for the Blue Jays and Verlander for the Mets. And, JV, pitching good. They can't give him any run support. And Bassett has been good, and he also seems to lack run support sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like Verlander struggled a little bit here on the mound recently. Gave up, 13 runs in his last 3 starts here. But again, then you get him at home. So I think that's a little bit better than what he's been used to. I mean, again, his ERA at home is slightly down. Again, he's the one that's giving up the 2 home runs, per 9 innings, as well as Bassett. But Bassett has been pitching, I think, a little bit better overall. I kind of think the Blue Jays here may be hitting a little bit of a strides after having their down week last week. I'm going to go back on the Blue Jays here today.
I am too, Mindy. I'm going to agree with you in this one and go with the Blue Jays. It's always worrisome a little bit when you send them on the road again. Here's Jay on the Blue Jays. Bassett over for Brett. Blake, Toronto, first 5. So we got a whole bunch of Blue Jay support in the way there. AI says go over in this one. I might agree with him. It's an attractive pitching matchup, but
Yeah, I kind of think over too. I mean, honestly. So.
And Bionic here says Blue Jays run line. Hello to Big Lucci as well today. So we're on the Blue Jays on the road here. A little bit of plus money with Bassett.
All right.
Mariners on the road here. Luis Castillo. He's a road favorite, $1.15, going up against John Gray. And the total is 8 under 15. So we're seeing this one dipping to the under on some widely reported steam.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I think this one's tough, right? So you have 2 good pitchers with these huge ERAs, both almost hitting 5 on their splits. If you take a look at them overall, they're both, sub 3. So you got a little bit of conflict of, data there with how this is going to go. I kind of feel like the Rangers are playing solid ball. Then, you had the Mariners, had been playing well until they matched up here against the Yankees team. For me, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and still go over the total. I like the Rangers with what they've been doing with the bats. Again, these ERAs are inflated. Castillo on the road hasn't really been good. ERA over 5, giving up 3 home runs per 9 innings. I mean, that's not good. When you think of Castillo, that's just kind of unlike him. But I do kind of think that that's maybe where we're headed here again today, a high scorer.
Well, I think one of the other things also about it is the fact that the total 8 under there, and we definitely saw it touch some 8.5. So you're getting a pretty good price here, I would think, in this one. Luis wants the Rangers today. Here's Blake on Texas. Brett's got his K prop for us. Nathan going Texas run line here. And as AI wants to go over with you, Mindy, and Bionic on Rangers run line. It looks like I'm being by myself here. I'm taking the Mariners here on the road. I know the Rangers are going to be a public team, and I'll tell you what, public teams are rolling again this week. It feels like to me. And again, I'm such a anti-public. Maybe that's my problem at this point with my baseball a little bit. Want to be Mr. Contrarian. I want to look like the smartest guy in the room. Not always the best strategy. So, all right. Mindy is on the over, and I'm on the Mariners here. All right, Mindy. Hard to think this won't be a pitcher's duel. Was surprised the steam's kind of come in on the over in this one. And it's pretty solid steam, too, by my experience. So does look, though, quite interesting because how is this not a pitcher's duel, it feels like to me anyways. Ohtani here, and the total was 7.5 for a while. It's back to 7.5 for the most part. 7.5 over 15. The Astros favorite here, $1.25.
Yeah, the Angels really couldn't get anything going yesterday. Again, this was one that it was close here too until it got till those bullpen innings, and we know that that's been the nemesis here for this Angels team here. I think I like the Astros on the money line here today. Again, Ohtani takes, I don't know, the loss in almost all of his outings. I don't know why, right? I mean, geez, these two can put up close to 100 miles an hour, but yet they both have ERAs that are sitting close to 3 here. So I don't know. I think Ohtani, maybe gets forced a little bit early. I think Houston gets this one today.
Yeah, the Angels played a competitive game. But they really were never. It didn't feel like they were going to threaten enough there. I mean, look, you had them on the under. I wanted under yesterday. We just had the short card. I had to save it for a premium. And I said, hey, the Angels got to compete here. And they did for the most part, but don't win the games. And so I think sometimes the Astros, especially on the roll that they're on right now as well, and the Angels can, look at them and say, we haven't we're not there. We're just not there yet with this team. The Angels are going to get some support here. Look, Latifa's on them. Fernando's on him. Luis is on him. I gave him a chance yesterday. I'm on Houston with Mindy here today. We have to veto the chat, Mindy. It looks like for the most part because they all like the Angels here. And don't forget,
I don't remember saying Dodgers. Sorry if I said Dodgers.
I
don't know. Seaman said, Mindy, you said Dodgers. So whoops, maybe I did.
Yeah, I wish they were not the LA Angels, but Anaheim. Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed to be in Anaheim? Anaheim's a lovely place. Right. Disneyland's there. Hey, if Florida doesn't want Disneyland, Las Vegas wants a Disneyland. Okay,
there you go.
Rip the whole thing and move it like the London Bridge. All right. Right. Anyways, so Angels. Here's an over here. Here's Brett giving us those K props. Fernando on the over. And Bionic. A lot of Angels support. Mindy, AI says it'll be a one-run game, though. And it's interesting, Nathan. Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to see how many games he's homered, where he's pitched, type of thing, or what his average is. I don't know. And Jay Boone says go under with an alternate total. So, all right, Mindy, we're on one here with the Astros. I don't know. It just seems like they're winning every game right now. And don't forget, the Astros mentioned Valdez here in a pitcher's duel. He got an extra day. One thing didn't mention was the Astros switched pitchers yesterday and still got it done.
Right. So, I was like, Framber's pitching 2 days in a row.
Right. Okay, Mindy, I'm going to refresh here. I'm going to go on Twitter. This one's going to be tough. I mean, I don't even think it's fair to make a pick at this point. Here's the problem with the White Sox. Clevenger's heading to the injured list. Schultens has been called up. We know we've seen Schultens, but he just threw 65 pitches 2 days ago. I'm not sure what at this point. I'm going to maybe go to the old Twitter machine and see if we have anything for the White Sox, but it does look like just a weird, because you got Reese Olson who's making his major league debut here for the Tigers. Mindy, we never pass, but I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to just say, hey, I don't know what we can do here with this one.
Yeah, I mean, I can go ahead and give a play based off of offense here today, right? We don't know who the pitchers are, but we do know that this White Sox team here, they do hit 260 at home, right? And we know that their opponents, the Tigers, hit 220 on the road. So I'm just going to go basically based off of these hitters. With pitching up in the air here today, my lean here is going to be to the White Sox.
All right. Mindy, take the White Sox here. Pitcher unknown. Like I said, Clevenger definitely headed to the stable. So I've got a rookie against a makeshift pitching. I'll just go over in this one. Chat, not going to require anything of you guys. Maybe you guys will throw something up there. And Tigers money line for Fernando. At least they have a pitcher type of thing, I guess. And there's another Fernando White Sox, Luis White Sox, Kong great advice. Yeah, what are we gonna do about that one? That'll be one for the that's my leading candidate for the afternoon show. I would think clean things up there. All right, let's take a look at the Guardians and the Twins here. Another big matchup with these two we saw yesterday. I took the Guardians on the show. The Twins came back to win, and they beat us. We went under and just got a little bit.
Again, that one suddenly went boom through the roof as well.
Yeah. $1.30 here for Bailey Ober, and the total is now 8.5 under 15. We're seeing it tick down a little bit here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to the Guardians here today. I did kind of think they were the better team yesterday. If I kind of, as I watched it, as you look at it, I liked, Bybee on the mound. He had the one bad inning is kind of,
Yeah.
how that went. He gave up a couple earned runs there, but Cleveland 11-2 in the last 13 meetings here between those two. 5-1 in their last 6 versus Minnesota here as well. So I'm going to go ahead here and go back on the Guardians here today.
I am too. It hurt. That hurt yesterday. Um, Twins get the win. Guardians have these guys' number. I'm going to go with Mindy here with Savali, getting plus $1.10 or so. Try to come back with them here. See what you guys are up to. And Big Lucci, baseball is tricky. You got to go the opposite of what you like. And then I go like, I'm gonna say opposite so I can take the team that I want. Okay, here's Latif on Minnesota, Blake on Minnesota,
Bizarro world.
Fernando on the Twins as well. Lots of support for the Twins. We're against the chat here again in another one. Here's
Okay.
Brett with the under. Nathan will go over. Bionic says Savali.
I got a kick out of that.
Stinky.
Savali stinky.
And Fernando wants to go under. Howard on the Twins. Maybe we should listen to our chat, Mindy, here after what happened with the comeback with the Twins yesterday. But let's take the Guardians. Here's LA Miles. Hello. All right, we got another one. We're gonna try the Guardians again. All right, Mickey.
Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
Mindy Lyles, Mr. Perfect. He's 0 for 11.
0 for 11. How can it be?
Well, he hasn't lost them all on his record, but you know what I mean. They've lost all 11 starts. They're going up against. Here's another Chase Anderson. He's starting for the second day in a row as well. No, they went with another pitcher yesterday, so Chase Anderson here today on the mound officially here, I think, here against your buddy. And not to mention, so here's a funny thing. Jordan Lyle, the Royals are 0-11 with Jordan Lyle starting. They're favored tonight.
What? How have the Royals done when they're favored? Not so good. I'm going to go on the Rockies today, Ramon. How can I not? I mean, the Royals have lost 5 of their last 6, but I think they maybe been playing a little bit better than usual, perhaps. They scored 13 runs over their last 4 here. I know the Rockies have struggled. They were in that good one yesterday with Arizona. They really had a chance to get that one and gave it up at the end. I mean, they had a 2-3 run lead going into the 9th, and those guys just couldn't keep anyone off base. Even the last play of the game, I don't know if you saw the walk-off. I mean, that pitch was way high and outside. He just stuck his bat out there and got it done. Kansas City has a terrible bullpen as well. I feel like I got to go Rockies here today.
All right. I want to give them a chance, but if you're saying Rockies and making fun of Jordan Lyles 0-11, he's a favorite. Obviously, how can this be? The Rockies are not. Well, yeah, they are not very good. They're also in a tough division. They play, maybe that's hurt their record too. So, Brett maybe going over here. Jamal, hello. Blake on the over. Steam came in on the over. These two don't, they produce a lot of unders. No doubt, more unders than overs, certainly. Here's Fernando. Can you hear me, Mindy?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Some microphone thing came up
on
the screen. I'm like, uh-oh. Here's an under. Got Latifa wants Colorado with us. Here's another Rockies from Luis. Jay Boone going over. Jamal on the Rockies. So we got
support on the Rockies. All right, cool.
Getting lots of support for Mickey.
Right.
Colorado bullpen bad. Bionic on the Rockies. And we'll take the Rockies. So we've got some plays today. Let's keep it going here. Hello to Lazzy Love.
Ooh, Leslie Love.
And here come the Braves. And the Diamondbacks with Morton and Kelly in this one. We've got Morton favored on the road at $1.25. And this total's gone up a little bit. I'm showing 9.5 under 15 now.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one's going to be a toughie. I mean, again, like I said, I keep watching the Diamondbacks, and they just plug away. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Diamondbacks today here on the run line. I know they're sitting at about minus 150, but I still feel pretty good about the play, and especially like the no quit in them. And I maybe give a little bit of edge here, to Merrill Kelly in this one as well. So that's how I'm going to look here today. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Diamondbacks at home.
All right, Mindy with Diamondbacks with Merrill Kelly plus the 1.5 on that run line. And look, this thing got steamed over. It's back up to 9.5. I'm going under in this one with Morton and Kelly. They should be better than they are, I would think. See what the chat has to say in this one. We've got, let's see here. Fernando on the Diamondbacks. Big Lucci says Lyle's over. I might have been exaggerating. I don't know. I thought he was 11. Who knows? Deep on Arizona. Fernando on the under. And Braves money line for Jamal. And here is Merrill Kelly K-prop over from Brett, bringing the heat with these K-props today. Luis is on the Diamondbacks. And Brett also says he'll take the under with me here. Bionic on the D-backs. Jay Boone says he'll take Braves money line. Yeah, maybe. I think the Diamondbacks, they're kind of, to me, feel like one of the biggest sleepers around right now. And Nathan says you can lose to the A's, you can lose to the Diamondbacks, and Acuna hit a home run, of course. Man, can we get a prop? How about a home run and a stolen base? Braves under for Curtis. And Lazzy Love going under as well. So I've got some support there on the under. I know they're playing in Arizona. All right, keep it going here as we got three more games here. And the Padres are going to take on the Cubs. Well, Mindy, let's see how much I can complain here. Padres are taking money, though. They're up to $1.65, 8.5 over 20.
Yeah, I did go ahead last night, and I finally remembered that I needed to go ahead and look up the coffee shop for the Musgrove family. So Cafe Adesso is what it is, but I could not find any apparel, so I'll still have to be on the lookout for that. Their Facebook page was no longer in existence because I was going to follow and become a super fan, that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean the Padres. What can you say? Still. Maybe slumping, I don't know, a little bit, maybe most of May. I don't know what you want to say. And the Cubs just won that 3-game series there over the best team in baseball, perhaps. Tyone hasn't met San Diego in a while. It looks like since 2018 or so. So again, I mean, I think it might be a little bit of a place where maybe the bats come to life a little bit today. I'm going to go over the total with the Padres that I've been wrong on the last 2 days.
I'm going to go over in this one as well.
All right, here we go. We're back after it.
Yeah, after 8 with 8.5. Bionic on the Padres here. Luis will be on the Cubs. Fernando's got an under, it looks like, in this one. I don't know if that's the right game, if that's the game he meant. Jamal, Cubs and under. And Fernando here on the under as well. So, all right, yeah, Padres. Things gotten pretty bad. They have Gary Sanchez now as their catcher. He hit a home run, but I
Gary
mean, it
Card.
seems like, yeah, I mean, seems like his best days are still. He's not old, but they've got Nola can't do anything. They've got a catcher maybe coming on. All right, Mindy, let's take the over here. Cubs and Padres. All right, let's go to the marquee matchup of the night. The Yankees, the Dodgers, the marquee matchup of all time.
Of all time. Two
Severino
biggest,
and
are they the
Kershaw.
two biggest payrolls or no?
Oh, I would think they've got to be.
I didn't know
Well,
if you said your
the
Padres were
Dodgers. I don't know.
kind of
Maybe
taking
the
the
Dodgers
normal.
stepped down. Padres are number 3, I think. So,
Okay.
Dodgers here $1.35, and the total is 8 under 15 now. So it's going up a little bit.
Man, I just kind of feel like this Yankees team, I feel like they're just suddenly, the team to beat. They're out there, I feel like, kind of going on all cylinders. They only scored the 1 run there, I think, versus Kirby. But other than that, geez, they've been way over, I think, overperforming here. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Yankees lineup does against Kershaw. But I kind of like. Him against Kershaw here today. I'm going to take the Yankees in a upset underdog victory here versus the mighty Dodgers at
Okay.
home.
All right. We'll see here. Yankees been on a road trip here. Had a pretty good series up there in Seattle. Now they're going to come down here and take on the Dodgers, the mighty Dodgers. And let's see here. Luis is on the Yankees with you. And Jamal on the Dodgers, but LA Miles on the Yankees. And Brett has pitcher props on both to go over, and Bionic is on the Yankees. I'll take the under in this game. They're going to have a good pitching start. I'll take the under here at 8, and now that's at 8.5. I'll go under, and I think we can have a good start. Yankees have given Severino some support so far, so far so good. Maybe they just need innings from Severino. It would be great if he could come back and be a fine pitcher again. No, it's not a washed-up old pitcher, but you just have some concerns. So, all right, Mindy, you're on the Yankees. I'm on the under. Here it is, final game. Orioles on the road against the Giants here. Dean Kramer, Logan Webb. Logan Webb, $1.50, 8 under 20.
Yeah, it's going to be, to me, if the Giants can hit today. They're the ones that need the little bit of improvement at the plate. They've been doing a decent job, but you still have the Orioles team here that's out hitting them. If we take a look at the overall numbers here, I'm not so sure though how effective this Orioles offense is going to be either here today against Logan Webb. I feel like it might be a better pitching matchup than not. I'm going to go ahead and go under the total here today.
All right, Mindy wants the under in this one, and so do I. Orioles and Giants going under. Kramer and Webb feels pretty good. See what the chat has to say. Orioles have been pretty awesome of late. They've covered the run line 10 straight games, I believe, right now. Maybe that's as a dog. I'm trying to think here. Or maybe it's on the road. That's 10 or 11. 10 in a row on the road. 10 in a row run lines on the road. So take a look here. Orioles for Luis. Jamal on the Orioles. And under first 5 for Fernando. Bionic on the Orioles. Big Lucci reverse run line. Orioles. Thought the Giants had a pretty good series, and they're obviously picking it up as well. This is a good series.
Sure.
Siri, I'm not talking to you. Okay, every time I say series, I really got to enunciate there on the end, I think. Because, all right. Okay.
The W.
Yep, here we go. Let's get into it. Mindy, when you were looking, I want to ask you real quick, personal business here. Everybody can. You were looking at the college baseball in there. Were they just money lines, or were there some totals as well? Do you recall?
No, there was totals and run lines.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah, so I was kind of surprised by all that today. We're like, whoa, it's in there. Everything's in there. Because sometimes, it just has money line or whatever. But yeah, today I had it all.
Well, I do want to give some out on the show here, maybe as we get out of here in baseball. So
Okay.
I think I could come up with a few. I mean, I got my handicap. I see the lines.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.